What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this one we're going to be continuing the Let's Build for the custom Mascot horror game. This isn't it, this is Poppy Playtime. Although, on that note, I have no idea where it is. It's one of these. I feel like it's you. Yes, it was you. I was right. Here it is. We're live, this is episode 6? I just wrote the number and I already forgot, that's cool. So just to, I guess, catch myself up on this mainly, this is done with the spooter. Hello, Roxy. This is a little bare, but it's done for now. I will end up adding more stuff to it, as in really just like some ceiling stuff and probably a couple wall details, just even if they're just like paintings or funny arts or something. I don't know. Although I'm mainly worried about this side. Break room? Ah, yes, I didn't make that. So true. I did make the bathrooms, though. Hi, Nova. Hi, Skaty. My god. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I suppose I am for the most part. I don't really have anything to complain about. What are you? Oh, yeah, the book. The sacred book, right. Hello, Diet. So. Not very important, but I just noticed that. Doesn't have a line on that side and it looked weird. Well, too bad, T-Jock, you can't. Hello, Red. No freeping allowed. You could just immediately go back here, I just realized. Oh, okay, there we go. I should maybe make that a stair. Nah, it's fine. And then there's this, which leads to the top. I'm just kind of trying to process. Okay, should the break room be the one with the book, or should I have a room over here? Maybe a room over here. Maybe the break room shouldn't be important. Was waiting for that. Reading's an acquired skill. That's okay. I know, new record, Nova. Hello, Chitter. I don't know if I like that or hate that. What if I did it on the sides instead, actually? That makes mildly more sense. Hello, card. Maybe red chairs, why not? Would also like a table against the wall. Wait, how do I... I like this. We have a chair on top, a chair here, chair here. They threw my table. Hi, Gomga. Thank you, card. The entirety of Hollowness would scale accurate to this map. Oh my god. Wouldn't it be underground though? Because isn't it? It's in a cave, isn't it? Or am I stupid? Assuming the knight is 2 inches tall. That's pretty large. I don't know. It's been like windy as frick all day. So that's exciting. Although, I guess on an actual exciting note, my mono plush came, finally. So, it's pretty cool. Okay, what do I want? A sink, that is. Priority, I guess, #1. These barrels are going to be annoying me this whole time, aren't they? I watched some video or something where it was mentioned. I don't remember. That is not what I wanted. Paints aren't any better, are they? Maybe slightly larger, but... numbers. Guess horror builds just Matthew and Roblox, but... How did you manage to do that? That's a really good question. Cocoa beans, just what I wanted. Anything else? Maybe a fridge. Just barrels. I have weird things growing out of the fridge. Perfect. Just how they want it. Watch any? No, I didn't. I've been working on FNAF World for most of the morning. And something else, I think. Oh yeah, Backrooms. That's what it was. Oh yeah, I want to show that, actually. Do I want to do that now? I'm going to wait a little. But remind me to show it, because it's crazy. What else do I need? Maybe some, like, lockers or something. Sure, whatever. Yeah, North Pole's gotta be pretty cold. Is there a 1 block center? Of course there isn't. Alright. I mean, it can be dimly lit. I'm fine with that. That's a little violent, Chris. How do I make rough? Wait, there's something like I don't know. I'm just gonna do a one of these things. Sure. You can't spam chats full of swear words unless you're making them so much better. Yeah, sure. Gotta feel like the break room would be an appropriate spot for a lot of murder and stuff. Or something like that. Anyone have anything exciting to share? I definitely don't, but I guess other than the mono plush coming. That is pretty exciting. Should be like the only spot in the entire place other than that one freezer that's bloody. Maybe it's tomato sauce, who knows? 6 cents was fired from my job. Rightfully so. I'm keeping this. That's a good question, Nova. Should be a security office, maybe. No, we're not recreating FNAF. Not yet, at least. I already have the book. And now I have 2. That's great. Why did that dim my screen? That's weird. I guess they technically are glowing, so sure, but... It's in the book. Pictures of your mom. So I ask you, characters act if they met each other. Ledger, Joker, and Pennywise. Hello, neighbor. Looking on a chair. Hello, Goofy Gooburger. There's gonna be one little computer over here. How do I make it? So the book is... I guess I could make it a lectern. Like maybe I have that and then that or whatever, and I'd put the book in the lectern. Can't put a pressure plate on you, can I? As I thought. Really lame. Okay, yeah. What do you mean? Carpet? Can I put a carpet on you? Good, I can. That actually kind of does look like a keyboard. I can't even lie. Wait, now I can put a painting, can't I? Yeah, look at me figuring things out. Yeah, I'll leave this for now. Otherworldly. Do I still have the book? I do. I'm gonna keep it. I can always change it out if I need. But I don't know if I'm gonna touch it again. So. Hello, Ronnie. Probably time chapter 1 extra wood use for the mangrove subs. You mean to texture it? Is that what you're talking about? I wish I kept the thing, because I had it all laid out, like what I was texturing each block with. But did I might have moved it under the map, actually. Let me check in a sec. Okay, it's been a second. Where is that? Is that positive 1,000? Yes. Is it? Oh, it's gone. I should have kept it. Huge mistake on my part. I want to say I used red nether brick and crimson off the top of my head. Let's see though. Whee! Crimson. Just crimson, actually. No red nether brick. Crimson slabs for the slabs, and then for the blocks, you see strip mangrove, crimson, red terracotta, netherrack, and strip crimson hyphae. It should all be in the tutorial. I'm pretty sure that I don't know if it was the last part or the part before that. I give you every block palette. I have them all laid out in a specific way. So, but yeah, I guess while I'm here, show Home Sweet Home briefly. I won't show the full thing, but it is done. I'm gonna just break into this room, I guess. Ah, yes, forgot about that. I don't know, like, you can't see anything in this room other than, like, that bed kind of sticking over, but, yeah. Y'all should have hopefully watched the video, for those of you who are interested in this map, because I did post a... How am I stuck here? Whatever. I did post a full tour on it, but Home Sweet Home is done. Doesn't mean anything for anything, so don't ask about a tutorial or anything, because as I've mentioned 7 million times, I'll get there when I get there. But unfortunately, I've come to the sad realization that there are actually 2 major caves left, which, terrible for the program, honestly, awful. There's the one in, or after the school, which leads to the playhouse, which I'm sure most of you are aware of. And then there's also one like in the middle of the counselor's office section, which isn't as bad. I can definitely get away with making that a smaller cave than it should be, which I'll probably end up doing. But I think once I hit the point where I'm at that cave, I'm gonna just ask for help on both of them. Because there's no sense in asking for one and then, you know, in a month from now I'll have to do the other one. Anyway, so, you know, but expect a request from me sooner rather than later about help on those. I don't need you anymore, or you. I didn't use a red yet, did I? At least not here. I'm sure I used red somewhere. Yep, right there. That's fine. Dark blue actually might not be a bad idea, since well, unless it was the... Oh no, never mind. The bathrooms don't matter. What other colors? Are there gray, maybe? Sure, why not? That works. Not laying down. Hey, so like, you can't do that. Sir, I'm gonna need to see some ID. Why? Ew. Okay. I don't think that matters particularly. Alright. Try to stop you. I cast levitation. Up to one noise. Always nice to hear those tutorials are getting used. You know. Sometimes I'm like, why the hell am I making this, you know? What else would I need in here? A loaded gun. I'm gonna have a door release. Door lock / release. Only hit it if absolutely necessary. Cast heavy-weighted blanket. I cast levitation stronger than your blanket. Hello, Matthias. I wonder, gangster. It's a grocery store. That's what it is. Cast laying on the ceiling. Now what the frick? Hello, SpongeBob. Hello, Michael. I cast tungsten feet. Wait, actually, so, okay, if you're levitating, alright, and your feet are made of tungsten, wouldn't you just be, like, way down from your feet, but you'd be literally forced to be upright by that point? I love it, awesome. Thank you, I appreciate that. That area pissed me off so bad, I can't even, like, what else do I want in here? Guns, maybe? Artillery? Thank you, SpongeBob. Appreciate that. Guess I'll see who else to. I cast open eyelids. It's not a frog! But lizards do have long tongues as well, I think, to be fair. Been member for 8 months? Good lord, Vidos. You know what? This is a great segue for me to do member shoutout. Because I keep forgetting to do it in streams, and yeah. Thank you, too. Metro, Nate, Vidawesome, hey, that's you. Michael, Game Bros, Jamie, BGA, Caitlin, Dreamy, Andre, Dad Zach Boy, Geepis? Or Jeep. Something like that. Nathan, Allison, Mahar, Laser Wolf, Sesame, Firestarter, Callum, Pro Roxy, Howard, John, Clara Gray, Bonnie, Contact Trilogy, Rachel, Zane Brooks, YB Jarek, YBG, Eric, I can't read, and Country Ball. Rachel's been member for 27 months, by the way. Oh my goodness. You know what else? Metro is, I think, the bottom, right? Yeah, I don't think anybody's even close to that. That is wild. No, Chris. As if that affects me. Hello, Foxy. Your eyes will die? That's crazy. Slept to the music last night? Hell yeah. I don't think it counts towards next year already, though, unfortunately. So. Chapter 1 map. I would like to do one eventually. I just have not gotten around to it for some reason. But the plan is yes. The actions right now show no, but I just, you know, give me some time and I'll maybe get there. Cast no eyeballs. Okay. I have no counter argument to that one, to be honest. Map. That is definitely not a map. There we go. That's not also a map either, but... Okay. And then... This is where I'm gonna struggle, I think. Because how do I make this relevant to this? I would need another loading dock, I would think. Or I need another... Maybe I have an access point here that's just, like, blocked off. Like on this side. This layout is stupid. It's so dumb. Well, I mean, I guess in theory you could go... Ah, no, you couldn't. Never mind. I don't have an access that... No, yes I do. It'd be here. You would go through here. And then I guess you'd have to go through the kitchen. So still not ideal. And then you'd end up here. Which leads into that. I'm fine with that. I guess it's fine, yeah. Not ideal. Permanent singing vocal cords. I imagine that would get annoying real quick. Wait, I could have the door behind here. That's an interesting idea. Like they blocked it with a shelf. Testicular torsion. Oh dear God. These are getting worse somehow. Cords out. I cast immunity. You cannot be punctured in any way. I cast Elastoman. I never thought this stream would devolve to this, yet this is quite entertaining, so keep it going. I cast feeling refreshed, T-Jack. So you feel sleep without the sleep. What? You know what? Good enough. Insomnia. Alright. Actually deserved. I feel like that one is deserved. I cast put on the naughty list. Center of the next one should be there, maybe? 5 blocks between. Let's mathematically count this out, actually. How many 3x3 paintings are there? Not a lot. Wait, does that line up? It does. Please be enough. Please. It's one simple request. I think it is. Let's go! Huge. Did you deserve this? You wanted to sleep during my stream. Again. Because you hate me, it's okay. I guess pregnancy. It's a boy. So would I have to wear my underwear over my face, Chris? Like, how would that work? I cast block of cheese forehead. Scars of Barnacle Boy? Alright. I think it'd be funny to just cover this wall on that sign saying that. I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way. That's a puppet UCN line. Guess air fryer throat. Your mouth feels, tastes, and functions as an air fryer. I'm violating some FDA things with that. I hope you realize I am definitely cooking everything. I'm, in fact, making a restaurant chain with that power. Oh yeah, is that like this area done? Am I done here? I should have one room where it's just like full with water. A fish tank room, perhaps? What if... Do I have room on the other side, actually? I have, like, a secret room? I don't think so. Scarlet every once in a while will just start barking, and I think it's the wind that is confusing you. Ooh, I do have room. Not enough, so I'm gonna ignore that thought for now. And throw it in the back of my mind to be forgotten. Deep-throated restaurant. Alright. Make a restaurant with that? Okay, if you insist, I'm opening a McDonald's. Anyway, guys, on a more hinged note, this is the final Minecraft stream of the year. I don't know if I said that yet. I don't think I did. I thought it, but I don't think I said it, which is exciting. I have a bunch of rooms off here that are just, like, really weird and unordinary. Hello, Danny. Here's my bathroom review. Hey, guys. Today I'm pissing in your bathroom and rating it from 1 to 10. See, this is perfect. Like, you wouldn't know anything is wrong from that, right? Hello, Benny. Merry late Christmas. Make more sense to make a Taco Bell or Arby's with it? Nah, McDonald's. Minecraft 2025. Why is part 6 so long? I think it's Make a Friend. Make a Friend took a while, and that whole part is just Make a Friend. I know it's like almost 2 hours. It's rough. Hello, Bob. Trust me, Goofy, I recorded that all in one sitting. So when I did that, I didn't basically have parts split up. I just knew I was splitting by room, basically, so I'd record each room as it's kind of a quote-unquote segment. And I would, by the end, or after it was all done, I, split it up into the parts that you got. And I would record, like, I think I recorded the first maybe 3 as one, and then I had a bunch, like, I think it was up to Make a Friend. And I was gonna record Make a Friend and then the vent after it, but I couldn't. Make a Friend took so long. Double D, ooh, I would have fun with that. That's weird, I'm good. Come out 2026. I would love to have it become a real thing, but I don't have the ability to do that, and I don't have any relations to anybody that has the ability to do that. So, yeah. There's something else I wanted to say, by the way. So, I'll talk about this now. Everybody listen up, who cares? Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday is New Year's Eve, as you guys know. And if you also know, we have the funny little tradition where we do a Hollow Knight stream every New Year's Eve, which literally started 2 years ago, so this would only be the 3rd. This year's going to be Silksong rather than the actual base game, despite T-Jock's best intentions to make me not do that. Oh, I messed that up. And so, it's going to start really a block off. That's fine. It's going to start at between 12 and 1 p.m. Eastern, and it's just gonna go until we get an ending. That's pretty much the main goal. I'm also, this is kind of just a fun little side thing with it, I'm also going to be using, from the point to where you can accessibly get it to the end of the game, I'm going to be using Beast Crest. So, yeah. Not because Beast Crest is hard, because I like it, and also the pogo is terrible, so. I'm not doing both. I can't beat both in one stream. That's not happening. Good for your game. I mean, hey, if you ever get to that point, then sure. How should I make this look like it's also blocked off? Not necessarily blocked off, but just like not an area you should go into. Maybe not. Maybe I just kind of have it chill. I mean, that's not very chill, but you get the point. Wait, I have an idea. I have an idea. It's gonna be noisy, unfortunately, which is not really part of the plan. But... Hello, Hando. Yeah, well, the goal isn't to rush myself with it at the same time. Like, it's gonna be a long stream regardless. Because even if I only beat Silksong in, like, 3 hours, I'll go for, like, the start of Act 3 or something. We'll keep going. I'll explain why I'm doing this in a sec. This came from something in the Backrooms map that I'm doing. So, if you come down here, I have to give it a sec. Dinner bone. Yup, we get dripping. I might actually cut it off. No, I think that's fine. Doesn't really make sense to be coming from over here, but I guess I could... I might actually block it off to, like, here. That was scary. Hello, Tazzy. 40 minutes ago, about... Vegan? No. I do understand that reference. Oh, hey, I'm not a vegan anymore. I think I mentioned this in the last YouTube stream, and I, at least said I had started watching TADC, which is Amazing Digital Circus, but my goofy already finished it, at least for what's out. I know they're making 1 or 2 more episodes or something. I don't think it's that many. From what I've heard, at least, I don't know. I've been doing my scavenging on the internet. Not really. I really liked it, though, overall. I thought it was amazing. Couple episodes and things, I was like, eh, not amazing, or not, like, not the best, but overall I did really like it, so it gets a plus for me. That's at 9. See, that just... That's lame how short that is. Favorite line? Oh, God. Some of the bubble lines were funny, like the, you should die, you should throw a beeping beach party. I love that one. Sounds sticky. Sounds beep. Or whatever. Hello, Pez. It's been a little bit. PBT chapter 4. It's almost like I'm still on 3, guys. I missed. Oh my lord. Hold on. Tragic. Hello, Horthon. First time I've ever missed, by the way. I will say this about PPT 3. The reason that I'm posting the like tours throughout is because I'm just trying to kind of show you guys where I'm at with it. You do have to understand sometimes it's not gonna progress like insanely fast, and sometimes it's just whatever. So yeah, sure, that's fine. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, there we go. But it just kind of to keep updated on it, and also, of course, it's a block off. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Please don't come alive. Okay, I won't. Hello, Zero. I'm alright, how are you, Orthon? I am washed. So washed. What do I want these rooms to be? One of them should just be filled with water. That'll be this one. I choose you. Pikachu, I choose you! Well, not fully filled, but like... Square, maybe? 9, 6, 9. Cool. Granny? I've built Granny 1 and 2 each twice, and I don't really plan to make 3 because it's not on mobile, and I don't feel like buying it because I'm cheap. So... That's fair, T-Jock. I'm right behind you. Freebird only on Android? Yeah, well, you see the problem with that is I don't have an Android, so... Because I'm actually cool, unlike some people. I'm just kidding. Have whatever phone you want, I don't care. I just like to make fun of anyone who doesn't have an iPhone, because it's in my nature to do that. Do I want to show the backrooms thing? I think I do. I'm just thinking about it. I'm stealing your idea again, T-Jock. We're having all the drips here today. This is a drippy area. You can go to hell. How about that? That's unfortunate. I missed. Torres, you can say them. Doesn't mean I'll build them. But... Would dripstone make it more frequent? No, it just comes from the tip then. That's what she said. don't know if I do, Chris, but sure. I don't actually want you there. I want it like... The pit room? Oh, buddy. It's a fun room. Stream in your house. Backrooms levels are, for the most part, going in order. There's probably going to be a couple exceptions. Like, I think I'm going to do level 3 later, because Horathon needs to do most of that one. And I don't want to bother him if... I just don't want to bother him, you know? You know, Horathon? I don't want to bother you. But you better do it now. I'm just kidding. Sure, that's good. Just don't touch the vents. They will eat you. Okay, I want to show... Let me do this real quick. I want to show the backrooms thing I've been working on. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but if somebody guesses it, then sure. What is it, like 1,000 maybe? It's probably further than... Oh, I'm in the city. Well, it's not much further than that. Like maybe 1,600. Okay, I went too far. Oh, I'm like way over. Whoa. Backrooms level. You know the one staircase exit level? That's it. I want a burger. I want a burger. Where is this? Is it here? I immediately found it. That's crazy. I can't show the entrance legally. And with all the love I'm legally allowed to give. Spooter. I've shown this on the disc. I've shown a couple of these in the Discord, actually. One that I don't think I did, though, is this one here. Center's random blocks. I did show this one. And I'm actually going to take off night vision for this. This one I'll just show a sneak peek. Boink. The other one is probably the one that is the most interesting. It's snowing. It's, as you can see, it's a lot of particles. It's a lot. But it actually, like, if you don't look up too much at it, it does look very nice. Like, it gives the snow effect better than I thought it was going to. I thought about removing some just for lag purposes, but I mean, as you can see, I'm lagging a little, but the map just does that in general, so I don't actually think anything changed with that. But yeah. And I will actually show you as well. It's a lot of command blocks. Probably more efficient ways to do it, but man. They all seem to be pretty... I guess, yeah, no, they would be in sync. Because when you deload and reload, they'd all sync up, I think. Like letters quotes? Nah. I will quote Bubble probably a lot, but... Beautiful day for a game, right, Bubble? Yeah. Hi, Charm. Hello, Echo. Just like one or Echo? Echo. Just like one or two, you know. Can I add the house from itch for level 9? Sure. Why not? Also, yeah, if you want to help with it once we get there, you can. The only thing is I've been... For levels I did most of, I've just been trying to keep it me because, again, I don't want to bother you all for every level that needs to be done with help, but, like, if you're willing to, and we can find the time, absolutely. But, like, some levels, like 4 that, you know, it was all me, then I would just, or mostly me, but I know a little bit of help, like Horathon helped a little. I think Nathan did as well. I'm just gonna do whatever. 5 I'll need Gamga for Boiler Room, though. Yep, that is your new name. Bacon cheeseburger, yo. One of these should be like a hospital room, and I feel like it should be the last one. I don't know why. I hope so too, just to bait people. I think that'd be hilarious. I haven't built a snowman in a while. Probably because we've gotten 1 snow this year. Everything else has been rain or ice. Yeah, I guess you would be. 10 is also a simple one now that I'm thinking about it. Not a lot to it. What other ones would you have? What is 12? Why can I never remember 12? Wait, did we do 12? If you also wanted actually for 10, Chris, if you want to do the full of 10 itself and then I do the sub-level, I'd be fine with that. Because since you did most of 10, I only helped a little. But again, whatever. Doing 12 and 11. Oh, yeah, right. It's that level. True. Did I build? That staircase one still. The exit level. It's been built. I didn't show it because it's devious. That's all I'm saying. It's devious. When I say it's devious, I mean the way you have to enter it is devious. I actually think nobody might, like, 0 people, other than who's in the map, I don't think anybody will find it unless they know that it's there. And I didn't show me building it, so we'll see. Just a little bit? No. Haven't really used commands for anything like that. 188.94 basement area, which is a little... It's 1 room. What basement area are you talking about? Are you talking about the thing connecting to pitfalls or something else? With the stairs. Oh, yeah, that one. That's part of... Is that part of a level? Or is that part of 188 or is it its own thing? Good lord. Speaking is hard. Hold on, I need to check something. Hello, Chromacopia. Maybe? A little bit I put it with 188. Fair enough. Here it is up here. Wait, no, it's not. Where is it, actually? It is technically this way, I think, still. I'm looking for Refresh Hospital because I want to see what I did for the rooms in there. For, like, some designs. I was really using 2 phones at once? That's crazy. Supreme I have not? Hospital's somewhere back here. I still think this will probably end up the biggest refresh. Can't even lie. There it is. Yeah, it's pretty big. Okay. Well, that's not particularly interesting. A sign on top of a fence and a conduit on top of a fence. That was kind of what I was looking for. Those two. This is not what I meant to do. But that kind of works, so might as well leave it. Hi, man. Whoopsies. This is a good spot for some bloodshed. I like it. Overall. I don't think it's the best. Minecraft weapon, but I think it's cool because it is unique. I like that the last couple they've added, the spear and the mace, are so unique. I guess also the trident, but it's a little bit older. What do you mean? I don't think that's supposed to be like that, Chris. Basically, we're not gonna lie. Fair. I'm just not enough of a survival player for that. I hated them. It's coming. Oh my god, how did I miss that? Thank you, D-Jack. Brilliant. Now it just looks like they exploded. I mean, I guess the one way I'll put it, Chromacopia, is I couldn't get further than that without those videos. But looking back, yeah, some of them weren't great. Some of them weren't terrible, though. Like some of the Secret Neighbor ones and stuff. Those were fun. Your blood pattern. I thought about it, but it's just easier to just do the red. Having to figure all that out. Hello, Noah. You should get on that, 0. Hello, Nathan. Should make them withered roses. Wait, actually? Never mind. I don't think I can make that work quite as I want. Back to finishing games? Come on. Get a load of this guy, am I right? What do I do with these two? Guess I don't need to add both. I could just add one blocked off. It's crazy. Redemption 2, no, that's 2023. See, for me, like, I guess streaming it gives me a little bit more motivation to finish it. But also, like, if I bought the game and I paid money for it, I want to finish it. I want to get as many hours as I can out of it, you know? Or in the prison with the toy piles, alright. Nice. Had to think about that for a second. That's like the outside area, technically, isn't it? Of it? Like, you'd have... Like, this would be the prison facade, and then out here you would have all the toy piles. Obviously, it's still in a cave, but... Back to piles. Glazed terracotta is an interesting option. I would honestly just... You could even start, if you wanted to just... It would make it more, I think, take more time, but it would make it also easier to kind of process one thing at a time. Just make the piles out of one particular color, maybe acacia planks or something. Just, you know, pick a color that is of the toys. And then just kind of go back in and texture in whatever blocks you'd want to use instead for certain areas. Again, I think some of these terracottas would be good. The glazed ones. I don't know. I guess it's got the yellow color. Yeah, that's fair. I'm replacing you with a heavy core. SpongeBob reference is a joke. My traumatic fallen injuries. No, that's good. Glad to hear. Skylight's nice. Oh my goodness. Heavy core mentioned. I love using the heavy cores for building. Such a nice alternative to like player heads and buttons and conduits and whatever else. Anything that isn't a full block is good in my opinion. I did see the Indigo Park trailer. I'm excited for that. I know, maybe that's a good leeway for a good transition for me to do the IP tutorial soon. I feel like it's gonna be one that I don't even announce and that it'll just show up one day. Okay, so it's gonna be weird, but there's a room that I'm thinking of that I've seen IRL. And I don't know why it was there, because it was like almost looked like a doctor's office in the back of a not doctor's office building. I'm trying to think if they'd have a reason. I don't know. But it was like counter. Paper towel dispenser. That kind of actually works as a paper towel dispenser. Okay, asking how much you like them. Oh, I gotta think of them all. I don't hate any of them, to be honest. It might be easier to go best to worst for me. Hello, Dead Chomp. Custom game, as you can see from the title. It's a store, basically. I don't know if I could do NPCs as well. There's too many. I don't really care for any of the NPCs, other than the one... What is his name? Gummy Goo? He's kind of cool. I was about to pit and then get bone cancer. True. You're not playable. Boom. Roasted. Able, Bubble, and Gain. Well, then Abel's my least favorite out of everyone. My two favorites are probably Pomni and Jax. Then Kinger. Kinger's funny. Then Bubble. Then Kane, then Zubul, then Gummy Goo, then Tangle, then Abel. Am I missing anyone? Oh yeah, Ragatha. Yeah, Ragatha might be last other than Abel. Don't hate her again, just don't care for her. Actually survive actually the really easy ones. I survive all of them because I'm just that good. Trying to think out of like the first. I might survive level 10. I feel like I'd do good escaping whatever scary dudes there are in the fields. Good, you deserve it, Chris. Excuse me? I don't really think that's right. I'm not so sure about that one, guys. I'm gonna glow item frame. You know, something's a little off here. Can't put my finger on it. It's just something doesn't seem right. I feel like I'm hallucinating. How am I supposed to have a nice clock if I don't have one? PC. YBG and hello. It is in spite of you, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it there. If the clock appears one day, yippee. If it doesn't, I'm gonna wonder why there's a blank item frame. Normal things. Yeah, power will be fine there, I'm sure. Compass, yeah, but it's gonna respawn. It's a visual glitch. I like vibrant visuals more because it's like easily or accessible. That's grammar. And I've always had issues with RTX actually loading properly. Definitely think they could improve vibrant visuals, but I don't think they will, so. Oh, that's nice and dark. Yeah, love that. Even one light in this room isn't too dark. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Hello, Jemima. Where are we looking, though? That is to be expected. Ah, yes. Bright as day. Oh no. Looks like I took Ragather and dropped her in the deep fryer. I might start working on the lights in here, can't even lie. Radioactive blood, it's glowing, yeah. I think that's honestly, other than maybe some minor detailing though, that's like the main structure of everything done for the top floor. Which is good. I guess I do have to appropriately clean up the outside for everything. That shouldn't be too hard though. So how do I want to do this? Because I'd love some sort of a pattern. Maybe I have walls. How would I make this not just squares, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I'd like it to be... Like, maybe this one, it would go like this, and then instead it'd be this way. Just to make it a little more interesting. I guess I would still make it squares. Am I even here? I am. Play their job and he's such bad when he's your job unless you're SpongeBob. True. I don't hate Spirit, to be fair. Sometimes it sucks, but I think that more so depends on other people rather than the job itself. What? Huh? Oh wait, would I want it? Would I want a 10 maybe? Yes, yeah. G. And then I'm gonna go a block over and I'm gonna do G again. Except I'll need a Z offset of like -10 or something. -9. Yippee. Unless there's something important here. I'm just gonna cut through it, whatever. It's gonna make my life easier in the long run, I think. Although I do gotta be careful with this side, because I will slice through the wall. And that one is important, so I'm gonna stop there. What I can actually do then as well is... G... So it would need to be here. So like that. Here. Rinse, repeat until the end of time. Sounds like a plan. And I will remove a good amount of the lights so they're off. Because, you know. Yeah, I kind of like that. Not perfect, but don't think anything is. Cool. Read that, yeah, by using physics and clipping do stuff. What do you mean this isn't Hello Neighbor before? Yeah, it sounds like Hello Neighbor. Sounds like Hello Neighbor full game, actually. As much as anything else. Yes? Well, okay, it technically doesn't require it, Goofy, but it's gonna make it like a million times easier if you have it. So, yeah. Because I do build it with the intention of it going around that, and I kind of use that as reference points sometimes. For like, here's where this wall would end up lining up, or whatever. You'd coat this wall with this block. But I think for the most part I do instruct it as if it wasn't there anyway. But again, I do both, kind of. Like, I guess part of the instructing is with and part without. Have fun. Hello, Daniel. Okay, so I gotta go to here now. I forgot to break the structure block. Don't ask how, I just did. That is a lot of lights. I could technically knock out like rows of them. Yeah, because I do feel like as I get further, this is definitely going to just look more and more stupid with this amount of lights. Let me see. If I knock out all of them to go this way. Yeah, that's definitely better. Yeah, they do. Structure blocks are redstone activated. Which works both with load and save, by the way. Which is great for the most part, except for every time whenever I try to load and it's on save mode and it just resaves the file that I'm trying to use. That's pretty annoying when that happens. But I could take out every other row going across, or I could leave it. I think it's fine like that. It's uneven spacing wise, but I don't really care. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't care. I should make sure all of them are broken, though. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so back to... Technically, I could go one more square, actually. I'll build this square, and then I can use this as well to continue the endeavors. And then I guess worst case, if I have to break another set, then I can. It's not a huge deal. Save. 50. What if I just go max? Yeah, sure. And then for this, I'll go maybe like 18. This is the max, actually. 24, 25. And then I will keep it as G. Now, X negative 25, is that right? Well, negative 24, I guess. Yeah. Oh, that's... How far over is that gonna go? Wow, pretty far, actually. How about I go there? Sick, that works. Oh, would you look at that? Right, if I load that, that's correct. Break! It's not, actually. I need to go here. Ah, I'm messing it all up. Oh, it's over. Right, that's fine. I just gotta find where that error was. Shouldn't be hard to find. Yep, right here, because I'm just gonna need to do one of these. Got stuck from a yawn. That's good. You know that is a thing that can actually happen, right? In case you didn't know, you do know. Very unlikely, but yeah, I'm not a soda drinker. Now, why did I just, like, leave those two? Why did I abandon them? I don't think it's, like, likely. I don't think it's just gonna happen, you know? I'm just doing the rest manually. Kill some time. Piss and battery acid flavored carbonated water, yeah. Favorite horror game? Little Nightmares is a horror game, so we're going with that. What are you knowing at over there? Nova. Ah, I get it. Every once in a while, I don't think it... Well, I don't know if it was yawn related or not, but if I would yawn sometimes, my jaw would, like, pop. I don't know if that was a bad, like, thing to happen or not, but it happened, so... You know. I think it was related to my braces somehow, but I can't explain why. It just seemed like it was. What's the time? Play time! Actually, it's 4:03. I'm curious when Chapter 5 will release. I almost said 4. That's not quite it. You can swear in chat, yeah, I don't care. Just don't say anything egregious or any slurs. That's kind of where my line is drawn. My back. Hey, you can't say that, Goofy. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. One thing I don't understand about the wind, like, ever here, is it seems like it's on a day like this where it's really windy, it, like, is really windy, you know? And then it seems like it calms down for, like, a good while, and then it starts up again. It just, not consistent at all. Yeah, I think that's a fine amount of lights. He's lying. Whatever he says is not true. Don't believe Nova. Oh my god. I did watch it, but I don't remember it because it's been a minute since that bad boy released. I'm not gonna add the lights on this room. Alright, can we get a ban on this Chris is awesome guy? Slap you silly. Slap him back to the North Pole. Santa needs help with all the Christmas returns. Okay, we're slowly conjoining ourselves to the walls, which is... Oh, brother, which is good. Send us a no return December 26th. It's a shame. If I ever look at these copper bars ever again, I'm gonna cry. That's definitely how you spell the word awesome. Don't believe him. I'm the real Cave Johnson. He's an imposter. You're the imposter. Who do I believe? Okay. I think that's all of the lights. No, there might be one over here, actually. Yeah. Would you make love to a giant bird? What? I mean, me, but what? See, no, but that's where you're wrong. I blame T-Jock for cursing me with the yawns. Break up no phone recordings. Hello, Rafal. Am I saying that right? What do you mean you're bad? You need... Oh, never mind, yeah. It is your bad. Sorry, I got transfixed on the current conversation. Forgot about the one that happened 10 seconds ago. Can you take him back, please? I don't want him anymore. Oh, I misplaced that row. Unfortunate. Maybe that wasn't necessary, but I did it anyway. Sleeply. Yep, that's grammar. Make it stop. And by it, I mean everything. It's only been an hour and a half. It's like I've been here forever. I blame T-Jock again. Ah. I feel like it's been like 2.5 hours at this point. I'm bored. Just this little area left? I think so. Alright, that's not what I wanted. This must have been like just the right amount to piss me off. Let's see. Pretty much, yeah. Alright. Perfect. Oh my god, again? Again. Now it's time to split all this. And I guess I can do with the little center section. That'll be my breaking point. I guess it actually has to be anyway, since I didn't structure block that, so. Sick. Clear inventory, oh yeah. My favorite. Thank you, Raphael. I appreciate that. If I'm saying that right, I still feel like that was wrong. I always think it's wrong, to be fair. I always think everything is wrong. That must have been fun, though. I plan to do more content with that outside of just, like, the build streams and whatnot. I got some fun plans for it, I think. That are also not actually fully related to it, but I'm gonna make it related to it, and you'll see what that means eventually. I think I broke too far. Yeah. Do I want lights here? Yeah, I'm gonna take them out. It's a whole 3 lights anyway. Is that all of it? Are we done? I think so. Nice. Yeah, it looks good. Obviously, I'll have to take out a bunch of lights so it's darker, but I guess technically speaking, by order of operations here, you would head into this room when there are no lights on because there'd be no power, and then you turn on the power, and then the lights would go on. So maybe I could leave them all on, actually. A lazy way out. Oh, yeah, this room. I was like, what was I checking? I might leave this kind of pattern going through here. Just for fun. Oh, it actually splits up like perfectly too. Shocked. La la la. Let's have like one light here. It's actually I'll add one here too. Why not? Double light. Sick. Yeah. I don't know how much I want to truly like texture this area. I don't know, I'll have to think about it. What did I do out here with the tree? Did I have glow lichen? No, I didn't. Cool. So, you would go order of operations here. You would enter, you'd come through here. You would have to go like outside for the key, and it'd be in like a pot or something, or on a shelf, I don't know. Which would then let you go back here, which would then let you go over here and turn on the power. And then once the power is on, you can use the automatic doors. So then you could, I guess I'll optionally go in here. I don't know if I'm going to make this required or not. Maybe there'll be an item in here behind the counter. Oh yeah, right there. Cool, bathroom key. Which would open, I guess, this door. Then you could go in here, you could go in here and here. Then you have to go in here to open this door, maybe? Maybe that door. Yeah, go in there to open this door. And then you go through here. Whoa, dead guys, scary. I have to navigate this. Can you? You know what? I don't think this is possible. I think this paint is in my way. Yeah. Other than that, it should be fine. Yeah, cool. Hello, Ricardo. Not that long, as you can see, we're 6 episodes in, and thank you, I appreciate that. Then you'd end up in here, which you'd have to turn on the oven or something for an item. And then that would let you go in here, and then you go down the ladder, and then you'd end up in the basement. Cool. So that pretty much means, other than, again, maybe texturing the top is done now. Oh, well, this room is a lot different than the one I just did. Crazy. You have to figure out how to make the oven actually required, though. Since both these doors are just dead. Maybe that hatch would need a key or something. Or it'd give you, like, a piece of paper that tells you. I don't know. Maybe it's not even required. It's just a fun little thing you can get. Or something. Maybe like a key to a different room off the side. Guess what I can do? Let's block off all this. oven gives you a gun. I don't know about all that. I don't really think you need to be trusted with a gun, to be honest. And this is where it would be filled with clay for the top, because I gotta make sure I'm over this. I'll probably add a stripe in there in a sec. Southwestern United States. And then blanket. Yeah, for sure. There were some in the security office, to be fair. Doesn't mean they have ammo, but they are there. Welcome back, Nathan. Whoa, that is weird for some reason, the like shaping of that. Or just a brighter orange like stripe like that. Sure, why not? Not really thinking too hard. Characters are too big. Alright. Second part definitely necessary to say. Have you ever tried just not though? Just, you know, drawing them normal size? Instead of giving them mouse ears? I think that's everything covered on this. I think that's everything covered, period, actually. I don't think there's anything else. But I'm going. Good. I did finish the chapter 2 tutorial as far as recording, so that's fun. I don't remember when it ends. Sometime in January or maybe February, but I don't think it's that long. But I haven't touched chapter 3 in a while. Can't fit the comically large earrings. Fair. Intersection between those two sections. The only issue is this is just where the freezer is, I think. Yeah. I can definitely think about it, but I don't have anything to add that really makes sense. But I do see what you're saying, because I feel like that should have something there. I could just add a wall and not really think about it. Yeah, I could literally just do this. Air vents in the freezer for an achievement. He's triggering the vents. You know, it'd be interesting to have in like the lower level a vent that just leads back up or something. Or I could do the opposite. I mean, the vent will fit in there? Of course you would. You know what? I'm using you. Cool. That's fine. Not anything crazy. Go to the prison. Rubber rooms. If you don't have like a cafeteria or anything like that, might not be a bad idea. Showers even? PC4 is showers. I don't know if they were connected to the prison, but I can't remember. Thanks, know of it. Wait. Where would I add fence? Only other thing, well, I could have the vent in there, maybe. Let me go around. Thank you, Benny. Door. Door times 2. I saw the open door and I got confused. I could actually just have like a vent maybe here or something that just leads to... that's too far back. Actually. I need to do... like here or something. I guess it could be in this freezer. Where would I need to do it in here? We're like tucked. Freeze to transport cold air. Sure. Logical enough to me. Whatever room this should show should be really, really gory. But I don't know why. Why would it be gory? It could be a test room. Chocolate ice cream? I want chocolate ice cream. Go trans with people in them. Oh god. I could just make it a hallway even. Wait, I have an idea. It's also 4 blocks, which is quite convenient. But it could be a hallway where you see, like, an animal run by or something. Cabine fish. It's a turtle! Go on, man. Can you see the end? Like... No, you would not be able to see that end. Because I don't actually need to add anything over here. Since you can't see it anyway. Guess I'll grab out that, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. We'll see. Map look good in any way. Are you saying in general, or is there a specific map you're thinking about as you ask this? That's definitely more than you're going to be able to see anyway. I'm going to start by just filling it with Nylium fully. Nylium's got such like an evil texture, if that makes any sense. Shelves? No, Lord, not the shelves. Every time I hear shelves, I think of Make a Friend. Not Make a Friend. Reject Room, and I get scared. Do this. It really can be a couple things. Honestly, just play with your block choices a little bit even. Like, I don't know exactly what you use specifically, but like maybe if you use concrete a lot, try to just change it up a little bit, you know? Maybe use smooth quartz instead of white concrete or something. Just messing with textures and, again, different block palettes. That's the main thing I've tried to do a lot, especially recently. Like, because again, you go back a couple years, I use concrete in almost every build. Now I barely use it. I'll use gray and light gray maybe, but that's like it. I don't use white anymore, except for some vibrant ones, but vibrant ones are really hit or miss. In some cases, texturing, you don't really need texturing, but if you don't like a design, you know, set it to the side and just like look at it and be like, why, what is exactly not, what am I not preferring about this? And you can try different blocks. It might be stupid, but like maybe you're trying to make, what can I even use as an example here? Maybe you're trying to make like a table or something and you're like, what if I did this, you know? Just messing around with it a little bit. Nothing I think is stupid as far as ideas are concerned. So don't like have a thought in your head and be like, no, that's dumb. That would look stupid. Because you don't really know until you actually try to make it. Use tough. Tough is a good block. Although I guess it really depends on the situation. I don't use it like a ton. But again, it's a good texturing block, even for like a road or something. It will just, I think, take a lot of time for certain areas for you to get to a point to where you're like, yeah, I get that. Get how that would work. Or how it should work. Especially if it's something like a city. City layouts are terrible. You cheated? Gamga started it. I know. I don't think he got very far, though. Not that you can see this anyway. You started it. I need to make the walls more fungus blocks for pre-alpha. Yeah, like that. I don't know about that one, Chief. But another thing that I would also consider is just because a block has texture to it doesn't mean it's a good choice. I've seen, and I'm not going to name any names, but I've seen people use, like, in place of concrete or wool or something, like different blocks for a build like Hello Neighbor, just as an example. And it just doesn't look as good. Like, you kind of have to know when you should use a concrete versus when you shouldn't. Because in some situations, it's definitely your best choice, and in others, it really isn't. But keeping consistent with it is also important, because you don't want to necessarily make, like, a... What can I use as an example here? You don't want to make a Hello Neighbor house and have, you know, the plank texture as the walls have. You don't want to use... Maybe, what can I say? You don't want to use resin bricks for one, like the orange color, and then for like the yellow use bamboo planks. I just don't, I mean, you could technically, I guess that's not the worst idea, but I don't like how that kind of works as a concept, so you'll see me avoid anything of that kind of nature. 1, 2, that would be 6 legs. That's not right. I guess that would just be 4. Technically speaking. Oh yeah, brilliant. What did I do on the front of the build? Because I could technically just do the same. Texturing. I can't remember it off the top of my head. Okay. Hopefully I can remember most of that. Where here? Oh no, it's like... That is horrifyingly big, actually. I don't know about you, but if I was here and I was, you know, this far, I just saw that massacre and I walk by and this, and I, like, sneak through this vent and this thing walks by, I'm leaving. I'm out the front door. I guess, like, the one at the front. The one at the front didn't have glasses. Should I look if it's toys? We have a bit of gore. Do that. My suggestion would be, if you're doing the piles, can I actually show an example of this? Maybe. If you're doing the piles, let's say you're using these 3 colors, like you have this or something, you know? You could do a couple things. You could place, like, some redstone dust on top. I don't really like redstone dust as blood a ton. You could just replace some blocks with, you know, netherrack or something to be, like, blood inside. But what I would actually mainly do is have the area around the base of it, kind of like this, in the ground, just textured with whatever you like to use for your blood blocks. You've seen what I've been doing with, you know, nylium, netherrack, nether wart, and mangrove planks, or I guess nether bricks, red nether bricks as well. But just kind of something like this, you know? So it almost looks like it's seeping out the bottom rather than drenching them. But you could also mix with the colors. You could use banners, whatever. That's just my suggestion. If one of wool in it for the yellow bits. That was, I think, your suggestion, wasn't it? But yeah, it did. Yeah, I think that was the only wool I used in like any Hello Neighbor build. Other than maybe HN2. I feel like there's wool in something HN2. No, I used mangrove. Did I use mangrove planks for the... No, I might have used red terracotta for bakery. I can't remember. Welcome back, Daniel. If it was good, yeah, I did like it. I think now if I would have kept it as concrete, or I would have changed the other concretes to wool as well. Just for that consistency. I don't know. Alright, let's see how this works. Walking through. Oh, look, an opening. Yeah, what the freak? Live reaction. Hello, US Plays. True, it has been a minute. Alpha 3 is white wool. Does it? Yeah, see, I did use redstone here, just a little bit. It works well, actually. I'm noticing it works really well on top of the other red. I just don't like it freestanding. Where? Like, I'm picturing it, but where? I am checking. Hold on, I'm gonna do this, because, whoopsies, this, because I don't know how far down that world is. Is that it? Yes, it is. I don't remember the Alpha 3 coordinates, I'm gonna be real with you. I'd love to find the old Alpha 3 in this world. I think you're insane, Chris. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. It's here. Yeah. Huh. I completely forgot about that. You didn't see that. No one saw that. It is always funny whenever I'm doing tutorials on these maps, because I will notice those things, for the most part. And it's always funny to be like, huh. I don't know. Who here watched the full Home Sweet Home tour, actually? I want to ask that before I say what I'm going to say. Because I want to see if anybody here knows what I'm going to mention. It's an old Alpha 3. It was made by Gaming Pro, I think. It wasn't me, but yeah, it exists. It's somewhere. I don't even know the coordinates. I banished that thing as soon as I could. No, where did it go? That's tragic. Oh, where did it go? It might still be in here, which is the annoying part. But I'm still gonna have to check, like, everything nearby. Oh, no. Then do you know what I'm talking about, Nova? If you know what I'm talking about, say it. I'm curious. I think it just stayed in the room. Because it would be right here in one of these areas. Or it would be on the floor of the world, but as you can see, that is not the case. We're getting played so far from where you built. I just did that, but sure, I'll show it again. I'm just kidding, I don't care. But yeah, I will. So, anything else? Okay, so there was one vent that there was a hole in, and I didn't notice it until recording that. So I actively look at the hole in the vent, go, and keep walking. It's pretty early, or it's not pretty early on, it's later in it. It's the vent that leads, where you can see into the electrical room, that one power room. So, okay, here's the front. You start, right? You enter. Boo rah scary. These doors are all locked, so you have to go through the massacred one. You go over here. Don't fly over like I do. You come out here, find a key, which lets you into the back area. You hit every pressure plate on the floor. Come all the way over here to, for some reason, where there's no door. Turn on the power. Leave. And that's the game. I'm just kidding. Giving you cancer. Can't say I blame you. This room is literally useless, but it is here. So yeah. You head in here to the spooky room with the spooter up there. You get the bathroom key, because for some reason they locked the bathrooms off. And you then open this door, so it opens. Yeah, these funny rooms, which aren't actually useful. But they're here. You go in here, release the door to the freezers. You got these side rooms, which also aren't important, but they are here. Go ahead, swim down. Should make that instant death. And then you go through this now open door. See all the dead guys, traverse through the dead guys. Find this unimportant hole, which shows you Ivy, who committed a mass murder over there. And then you move on into here, through here. Maybe you do stuff back here, maybe you don't, who knows. I haven't thought of that yet. But I just realized how big brain that design is with the cauldrons. Anyway, it's actually not. It's kind of weird, but it works. And then you head back here. And then you would, you know, maybe you'd have some sort of hint to, like, open this. And then you'd go down into the basement. And then that's where you continue. Or maybe that'd be the end of the chapter 1. Who knows? I guess that'd be short for a chapter 1, but I feel like that'd be a good transition point, you know? Have, like, a 3-chapter game or something. 1 is main, 2 is basement, 3 is escape. Something like that. Brandon again. No. So Vessel and 8-bit. If I was during THK and also Pop. Bathaban. Not Pop. As I started, do I remember your custom house? I don't know. That kind of feels like a good point to end. Anyone have anything to say before I end? Again, there is a Twitch stream tomorrow, I think, but other than that, the next stream will be Silksong. All day Silksong. Yippee! Yeah. It's been a fun year for Minecraft overall. A lot of good builds started and finished or not finished or whatever. You know, we've been getting somewhere. And again, I got some fun plans for next year. I will throughout the Silksong stream be talking about a few little things. Plans, whatever. Maybe revealing things, maybe I'll just hint towards them. And, yeah, so... Not to say you should watch the full thing, but if you can watch the full thing, it'll be probably 6 hours at least. Waiting chapter 3 after the basement? I have no idea. I haven't thought that far. I only kind of have a general idea of the basement, but that's going to be something to make, for sure. Anyway, think you guys are doing what in Silksong? Just beating it again. With Beastcrest, though, for most of it. That's the twist. That's literally the only twist. There's nothing else to it. I just wanted to do it. Because, yeah. 2026, trust. I will talk about that probably on the Silksong stream. I'll have a section where I talk about tutorials in general, and that will be mentioned in it. As far as, again, what details I know. And a lot of what I say I'm probably not in that stream I'm not going to repeat. at least until I'm at points to where I'm announcing those things. So whoever's in it gets to hear it. Whoever isn't doesn't get to hear it. And keep it secret, please, for those of you who will be there. Um, and not a huge deal if people talk about it. Like if somebody tells a different chat member, I don't care that much. But yeah, because there's a lot of things that again I will be thinking about. Anyway, now I'm officially gonna end. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ender. That's tragic. I see you just joined, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night. I knew it. I had them earlier too. That's so lame. And I will see you on the next one. Peace. Well, I